I out of frame? Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It's just so much easier doing this than like going off on a whole rant. Like, so tell me your life. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I grew up with both my parents being married, and they were married till I was 5, and then they got divorced when I was like about to turn 6. So I lived with my mom my whole entire life, and then my mom kind of, I'd say, well, she got remarried twice. So it was a little bit difficult seeing her get remarried, and then my dad just kind of being there, but I never saw him. My mom really talked bad about my dad a lot, so I kind of had a bad image of my dad. Around 7th grade, she started staying out like a little bit later and just kind of like hanging out with friends versus like being home. So I kind of grew up taking care of like my sister. I was very angry at everything. I was mad that my parents got divorced. I was mad that my mom wasn't there. I was mad that I had to move in with my dad, which I had a bad image of my dad, so I didn't want to be there. But I knew it was somewhere I needed to be. Faith and going to church was not in my family at all. I ended up finding like beach as a church and meeting people who went to beach through Lindsay Sweat. We went to high school together, and she kept asking my friend Fallon, and Fallon kept asking me, like, go to church with me. I don't want to go by myself. Like, this is not something I want to do by myself. So I was like, I'm not sure. Like, maybe I'll be up to it. I felt like I would be treated weird if I went to church by my other friends. So I was really not wanting to go to church for a long time. But Lindsay, we kept hanging out with her, and she was so nice and just asked about my life, but it didn't even involve church. But she was so like interested in it still and really cared about me as a person. Finally, I went to United one day, and I really enjoyed it. I liked all the people. Everyone was so nice and inviting that I have never met like a friend group like that before. One Sunday, I went ahead and went to church with Lindsay and Fallon, and it was about forgiveness, which really hit me because I hold so much against my parents still, and it's really hard for me to like continue to grow that relationship with them. It kept going. It was mostly about like friends for a while, just the social aspect and people being nice. And then finally I realized what beach was about and like giving your life to Christ. If I knew someone was a Christian, I completely wrote them off. I said, oh, you're a Christian? I don't even want to be friends with you. I don't want to talk to you. You're probably so weird. I don't want to go to church. Like, I don't want to be involved with that. Like, that's very annoying to me. So I love that Lindsay did not even do that. She treated me as someone who was just so normal, who was a person who had feelings, and I was still like someone she saw and valued, even though I didn't go to church. I've never met any Christian that acted like Lindsay. I realized even though I didn't know Jesus, Jesus was there throughout my entire growing up. And which is like a weird thing to think about, and I don't know if some people like can really like feel that or understand that, but like I truly got that in the moment. I was like, through everything, I have been truly blessed and looked over my entire life. I am Kerri Cook. I am a Christ follower. Jesus is my life. He is everything. I will continue to live my life for him and do everything for his glory.